Chani Prakash. Hello and welcome. You're watching our PM show, and we definitely talk about this, this particular thing which is going on from last 24 hours now. It's close to 24 hours. At this point of time, yesterday it was buzzing as far as the BCCI headquarters is concerned. All the selectors were there, including Chief Selector Ajit Agarkar. Obviously, the captain was there. Surya Kumar Yadav, BCCI secretary, was there, and then came, 1.5 hours, to be very precise, 2 hours later, around 2:10, came the big decision. And it was Bharat. We can call it that. It came as a shock for all of us because no one is predicting that. Yes, we discussed about the form of Shubman Gill. We also discussed about that there could be a discussion around the vice captaincy thing. But I think nobody has predicted that it will be game over for Shubman Gill as far as T20I cricket is concerned for this period of time. I'm not saying that he won't be in consideration in future, but at this point of time, it's game over for Shubman Gill. Two T20 World Cups. I mean, since the time he debuted, it's I think the fourth T20 World Cup. He wasn't part of any of that. So, were you surprised?
Yeah, to some extent, you can say everyone was surprised. The simple reason for that is, see, you have appointed someone as the vice captain. Yes, I understand. Finally, it is about runs, it is about wickets, but you
Yeah,
still have appointed someone as the vice captain. And just before the World Cup, you don't really expect that particular player to be dropped. So on that basis, yes. But having said that, on the other hand, Shubman Gill did have his chances. They definitely could have scored a couple of 50s. Maybe there was 147 in the Asia Cup where he looked good and he could have converted that into a bigger score. Maybe he was putting himself under too much pressure, trying to play the big shots. If Shubman Gill is not someone who's a typical quintessential power hitter, he relies more on timing. Maybe he was trying too hard to muscle the ball. So this could be reasons why he didn't succeed as much as he should have. Ideally, if he wanted to, he could have got a strike rate of 150, 160 as well. In some other time, he might have done it. So yes, I was a little bit surprised, but just to not exactly counter, but the other way to look at it is, yes, he has had his chances, and
yeah.
he didn't exactly convert those few starts into bigger scores.
Sure. Prakash, was that a surprise for you also? Because, we discussed in the Hindi live also that, there is a possibility that they will discuss around the vice captaincy thing. Yes, the form will be discussed for sure. But, the name of Ishan Kishan, Rinku Singh, you said in the Hindi live that you are thinking that Rinku will be there. There's no chance that Rinku will miss it. But, Ishan Kishan came as a surprise, but more related to Shubman Gill as far as his exclusion is concerned. So, was it a surprise, or you were predicting this also that there could be a slight stop there as far as Shubman Gill is concerned?
No, I don't think so. Anyone would have been predicted that Shubman Gill would be not in the team. Yeah, there was not a form. There were many concern about his batting, but I don't think anyone will be thoughting like Ishan Kishan is like a wild card entry in this team. Anyone didn't think about Ishan Kishan also. They were talking that he would be in the reserves, but there was no chance that Ishan could be like in the squad also. But about Shubman Gill, I just think that when India played against England in Test cricket and how Shubman Gill batted, then everyone thought that it can be translated into the T20 format also, because the flow, like how Shubman Gill played in the England, like flawless and everything, it was like at the supreme fact. But I just think that it's not like a Test match and T20. It's altogether different to ball together altogether. So I just think that Shubman Gill got his chances, but he couldn't translate it into T20 format, because if we see like in IPL, he has scored many runs. He has got orange cap, leading run
I
scorer.
think there is
But there,
some.
I'm audible.
Yeah, go on, Prakash. Am I
Yeah.
audible?
So I was just saying, yeah, you are audible. I was just saying that in IPL, he was the aggressor between Sai Sudarshan and him. And here, if we see
Yeah.
Abhishek Sharma is the aggressor, so he has to be like, he has to match up Abhishek Sharma while he is batting. So he was taking too much pressure on himself, and that's when he fall into the trap and he loses his wicket. So that's why I just think that it's not about the batting only. Shubman Gill is a class batter, and we all know that. But it's more about the mental thing he was taking upon him. So that maybe costed him, and altogether it's all about Team India, and it's all about the combination, as Surya Kumar Yadav and Ajit Agarkar told.
Yes.
Because you thought when Test cricket he was batting too well. You thought that, for an example, Virat Kohli was an anchor in T20 cricket. He
Hmm.
make many things a lot easier when there was pressure. Shubman Gill
Yeah.
is also like a kind of player. He can stand tall in a pressure. But in T20 cricket, we fall back to the philosophy of fire and fire opening pair, not fire and ice opening pair. So
Hmm.
we saw in the last test match at last T20I match at Ahmedabad how Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma got act together, and they showed us like that philosophy that India wanted before the Asia Cup. That was the right approach that India want to go in further matches also. So I just think that the philosophy, the combinations all to get matched together. That's why Shubman Gill is not in the squad right now.
Shamikda also joins us. He was there at the press conference yesterday. I'm very sure that he was also, a little, at that point of time, he was also, maybe I'm thinking that the whole of the press conference room, there was a serious buzz after when, Mr. Devajit Saikia said the first thing about Akshar Patel, vice captain, and then the Ishan Kishan thing, and then he said all those 15 names, and there was no Shubman Gill. Shamikda, I want to know the initial reaction of yours also, but that whole press conference room, because no, as the common consensus is that nobody is predicting that Ishan, sorry, the Shubman Gill will not find any kind of place in this T20I team. And the second part of the question, Shamikda, is there anything we can talk about this at this point of time, that it was after that Ajit Agarkar went to Lucknow and there was some initial interactions. Was it pre-planned? Was it at the very last moment? There are multiple reports around it. What's the inside as far as Shubman Gill's exclusion is concerned? First the reaction, then the exclusion, Shamikda.
Rohit, I'm going to your first question a little later. I will take it
Sure.
as the second part. I
Okay.
Because I give you the timeline.
Sure.
On 13th December on our platform Rave Sports,
Hmm.
I filed
Hmm.
a story. Shubman Gill skates on thin T20I ice.
Okay.
There, there had been conversations. The fact
Hmm.
of the matter is that
Hmm.
eventually, when
Hmm.
before the Asia Cup, when
Hmm.
they brought back Shubman Gill to the T20I fold as vice captain. The thought process behind that is that in events, in multinational tournaments, you cannot go before that. India were winning everything in this format,
Hmm.
but
Hmm. Hmm.
the thought process behind bringing back Shubman is that in multinational tournaments, you cannot go gung ho. Your all out aggression template might not work, and you
Okay.
probably need an anchor. You probably
Okay.
need an anchor, something that Virat Kohli used to do in this format
Sure.
before his retirement. Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
So you need someone to
Hmm.
step into that Virat Kohli's role. So that was the
Okay.
thought process of the selection committee and also the team management, Gautam Gambhir. So
Sure.
Shubman was brought back, but going ahead, they realized no, it is upsetting the entire equilibrium. So,
Hmm.
first of all, if to start with, Shubman Gill, make no mistake, Shubman Gill has been dropped on form. This is the question I asked Ajit Agarkar. Although Ajit Agarkar said team combination, but if Shubman Gill was scoring a couple of hundreds, he would have been untouchable. So Shubman Gill has been dropped on form. No two ways about it. Now,
Hmm.
coming to that, gradually, they came to this conclusion that this is proving to be an impediment, because first of all, it is the onus is completely on Abhishek Sharma to give us an electric start, and in the process we have sort of upset the middle order also, because Jitesh
Okay.
Sharma usually had no place in that Indian team. Just to
Yeah.
fit in Shubman Gill, they had to they had to compromise with that. They had to sacrifice Rinku Singh because Rinku Singh was always the first choice in that order, in that batting position. They had to sacrifice Rinku Singh and replace him with Jitesh Sharma. So it was a sort of a double whammy in a negative way eventually. And then you saw the conversation was there, and I wrote Shubman Gill had just 3 innings to save his place in the T20I playing 11. Now, what happened? He suffered a toe injury while training, and that ruled him out of the final two T20Is. So, and there was something in the pipeline. There was something in the pipeline. Even when I put out the video before the start of yesterday's press conference and selection meeting, I mentioned that I am not ruling out. I am not ruling out Akshar Patel as vice captain. I categorically mentioned that in that video. Now, my doubt was, it is a World Cup, and you need someone, you need a face to market it. Will the broadcasters? It is not only about the BCCI. There are commercial partners. There is the host broadcasters, and without a face, without a marketable face, the marketers might put their foot down and
Okay.
ask the BCCI or selection committee that no, we have to sell this and we need a face, and Shubman Gill is our face. That was my doubt. But what transpired from the selection meeting, and I can confirm this is a selection committee call supported by the BCCI. This is entirely a selection committee call headed by Ajit Agarkar. This is selection committee's decision. I am not bringing team management into it. So
So
just I
what
want to
then the
make.
team management said? What then the team management said? Were they okay
I
about
don't
it?
know. I don't know, because in Lucknow, in Ahmedabad, team management and Ajit Agarkar had a conversation. But at the end of the day, and what I mean, how that conversation went and what transpired in the conversation, I am not aware of. But what I know, that this is a selection committee call supported by the BCCI. Selection committee took the decision that we need someone. Sanju Samson and Abhishek Sharma will be our first choice of opening pair in the World Cup. And even and if there is someone, if someone loses form, then we need a like for like replacement at the top, a keeper batsman who can go gung ho right from the outset. And that's where Ishan Kishan came. And Ishan Kishan has earned it by dint of his performances. At the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy, 570 runs at a strike
Yes.
rate nearing 200, and
200,
that innings in the
197.
final, and all the players were present, all the selectors were present in that game. So from that point of view, whatever has happened, and Rinku is back. If you look at it, Rinku is back and Washi is there. You are not compromising, or you are not sacrificing Washi to fit Rinku. So in conditions where in Colombo, for example, where the ball might grip, where the pitch might slow, you can bring on Washington Sundar's off spin. So it is
Sure.
the selectors have given the team management 2-3 different combinations, and it's a gun team. I will credit the selectors rather than criticizing them. I will credit the selectors for rectifying the mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. The
Sure.
acceptance
Sure.
is important, and
Yeah.
rectifying it was the need of the hour, and they have done that. Kudos to Ajit Agarkar and company.
Sure. But हिंदी में कहते हैं बहुत देर कर दी मेहरबान आते आते. मुझे यही लग रहा है कि
नहीं
that's the
नहीं
baseline.
नहीं रोहित, बस देर कहती मेहरबान, क्योंकि at the end of the day, whatever India played after that,
Yeah.
India won the bilateral series. और आपको ये इसके वर्ल्ड कप के पहले आपको एक सीरीज 5 मैच का सीरीज भी दे दिया टू आपको ये
To
परमुटेशंस
try these
कॉम्बिनेशंस करने के
combinations.
लिए.
To try these combinations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So
I'm totally happy with the thought process
okay.
and the selection and the decision that the selectors have taken.
Okay, Bharat, two part to this question. One, don't you think that multiple chopping and changing just before the T20 World Cup. As Shomikda rightly said, that yes, they took this is a good team. This is a gun team. No doubts about it. No two ways about it. But don't you think that there are multiple changes in this team just before the T20 World Cup? You have only 5 matches to try out this combination. And the second part is, how will you make Jitesh Sharma understand that he is not in the scheme of things anymore? Because he is also, you were there, I was there in the Asia Cup. He was trying really hard. He was, practicing really hard. We know what kind of game he has. We know his hitting prowess. We know the work he did, with Dinesh Karthik. Specifically, last 1 year is quite a good one for Jitesh Sharma, and he's evolved as a finisher, overall. How will you make this understand to Jitesh Sharma? And don't you think that this is a lot of changes just before the T20 World Cup? I don't remember many teams winning the World Cup, and just before that they have tinkered so much as far as their combination is concerned.
See, Jitesh Sharma, yes, he has been unlucky. That is something that I will definitely tell, because I think he's going through the form of his life in terms of his batting
Yeah,
as well as his wicket keeping. Yes, he has had a problem against hard length or hit the deck fast bowling in the past, but that too, I think he's improved a little bit, and he's a
yeah,
very good player of spin. And alongside that, is a good finisher and a very fine wicket keeper. So he's pretty unlucky. But having said that, I can understand where the selectors were coming from, because they basically wanted a wicket keeper, reserve wicket keeper, a reserve opener. So looking at that, Ishan Kishan gave them that two-in-one kind of two-in-one dimensional, not three-dimensional, but yes, a two-in-one type of player.
three
So that is
dimensionals
how
were always
yes, yes.
Khatarnak
There
for
is
Indian
there is
cricket.
a two in one type of a player. That is how I
Yeah,
think Ishan Kishan got in. But I still have doubts over India's ability to provide finishing touches. I know Hardik Pandya is there, is someone who will lead the charge. But if he gets out early, then I'm not very sure in a couple of crucial matches India will get through with Washington Sundar. Rinku Singh, yes, he's a decent player, he's a good player. But having said that, in the IPL, I think at least in the IPL, pace bowlers and even spinners are bowling much better to him. Maybe
yeah,
in international cricket, he still comes in and gets a boundary away right at the end, and takes you past the finish line. So from that point of view, you can say Jitesh Sharma was a little bit unlucky, because I think his confidence level is presently sky high. He showed that in the 2025 IPL. As far as multiple changes are concerned, I take your point, but I would also add that they have selected a pretty good side. It's
yeah,
it's not like they have made massive mistakes, or they have brought in a player, maybe ex-player who is not at all suited to a particular role. Uh,
yeah.
so, so in the end, they have, I think, done a good job. But I
Hmm.
definitely take your point that at the last minute, if you make a few changes, then it could unsettle the side a little bit.
Sure. And Prakash, coming to this, there's also, multiple thoughts around that. Now, what, the combination will be like. You have your pace bowling options, you have your all-rounder options you have your spinners option. Are you very confident about this? That yes, that last minute changes won't be a problem as far as this team's, campaign is concerned.
Yeah, actually, because the combination are well suited, because if we play in Colombo, so we will be going with four spinners like we did in Champions Trophy, or we did in Asia Cup also. But if we are playing at our home conditions, then we are seeing like we are going with the same approach as we are going in South Africa series, like with the two pacers, and we have also backup of Harshit Rana also. We were talking about in the show about reserve pacer. So in that we are looking about Prasidh Krishna, or maybe Mohammad Siraj, because he has also played well in Syed Mustaq Ali. So I think that selectors has done their job with providing the combinations you want, providing the players you want, like kind of like player to that spot. And it's about team management now to give. I think that in this series also, in New Zealand series also, there will be few changes, and there will be chances given to, like, I think Ishan Kishan will be getting chances 1 or 2 matches, because before the World Cup you want that he should be in the groove of all the things, because Ishan Kishan last played for the India, it has been long time. So you want that player should be in the rhythm, and you want that he should be in the group as well. So I just think that selectors done their job with providing combinations. Now it's up to the team management, and I also don't want that. Like Surya Kumar Yadav was also told in the press conference that number 3 is now fixed. Like Tilak Verma will be batting on number 3. So I just want that batting order should not change as much. You can change sometime, like Hardik Pandya should go up when the overs are remaining. You just don't think like it's Hardik Pandya is a finisher or kind of thing. And as you told also many times, Rohit, that we typecasted Rinku Singh also many a times as a finisher. So you just think you just don't think in that way. As per the overs are coming, you can send Rinku Singh also. I just don't think that in batting you have to change too much. But in bowling, there will be a few changes like in Colombo or according to the team and according to the opposition. So yeah, the selector has done their job. Now it's up to the team management.
Shamik, the last part of questions, one thing which I really want to know from you, what this team...
Rohit, sorry to interrupt. Before you go to your next question, a few things I need to mention.
Yeah.
That some very, very good things transpired from the selection meeting yesterday. A couple of very positive things. One is that it showed and it confirmed that Indian cricket, be it the BCCI or the selection committee, they are no longer the prisoners of star culture. If they would have been the prisoners of star culture, they would have picked Shubman Gill. So this team has been picked on merit based on form, number one. And number two, that the BCCI and the selectors doesn't hold a grudge against any player. Because if you go back to a year and a half, this guy, Ishan Kishan, is a nice boy. I know him. He's a nice boy. I mean, whatever the common perception, I think, Rohit, you also know him. The thing is that he was the persona non grata in Indian cricket. His central contract was taken away. I mean, he was nowhere in the scheme of things because he had issues and he was not playing domestic cricket. And from there, he came back. He played Ranji Trophy. He scored runs. And once he is there, the selectors picked him, which categorically showed that the BCCI doesn't hold grudges against anyone. These are the two things. Number three, important in context of the World Cup. You will not see. I mean, I think about a month and a half or about a month ago, Gautam Gambhir had said in T20 cricket only the openers' positions are fixed, and there are no fixed batting orders after that. But there is a clear-cut message that has been sent. Focus on stability. Focus on stability. The thing is that in the lead up to the World Cup, you will see the top three will not be changed. I mean, in the sense they might experiment with Ishan Kishan with Sanju Samson. That is the thing. That is a different thing. I am saying that openers will be fixed. I mean, openers will be fixed in their positions, and number 3 will be Tilak Verma. Given that Akshar is there, sometimes if the situation requires, then he will continue with the floater. Surya's batting form is also a bit of an issue. Yesterday, Surya was asked, and he basically sort of laughed it off, saying, not laughed it off, but on a lighter note, he said, "Ye bahut lamba ho gaya, ye kafi zyada lamba ho gaya, but I am trying hard, and I know where I am going wrong, and I will come back strong." And if he does that, nothing can be better than that. Surya in T20 cricket, we need him. But the fact of the matter is that the top 3 stability will be there. So these are the 3.
The key answer from Mr. Secretary also, that sometimes catches also wins you World Cup.
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
of what he did in the Barbados. But Shamikda, still that first question I asked you last time around, I haven't got the answer, the reaction of the press box and your reaction when it came out that no Shubman Gill is the part and Ishan Kishan. And the second part of the question is, again, the second part, because it's an added one. The supplementary one is, what you think the most likely playing 11 means? I know that there will be different combinations and there will be different opponents. Are you can you provide us any kind of playing 11 at this point of time, that this will be the majority wise playing 11 of this World Cup as far as Indian team is concerned?
Um, as regards the reaction when Mr. Devajit Saikia started to when I mean he started to announce the squad, started to roll out the names. He said Surya Kumar Yadav, captain, and it was obvious Surya was attending the press conference, so we all knew Surya.
Surya.
Abhishek
was the
Sharma,
next one. Yeah.
Abhishek Sharma, that is, and then we started to stare. We started staring at each other. We started staring at each other. We asked the journalist friends, and we started staring at each other. And then came Akshar Patel, vice captain. In fact, when he said Abhishek Sharma number 2, it was all but certain that Shubman has been dropped. Otherwise, Shubman would have come second. Shubman Gill, vice captain. And then the confirmation, official confirmation came when he said Akshar Patel, the vice captain. This is the first. This is the reaction part, as which you have asked me. Number 2, about the playing 11, it's all but settled. It's all but settled. Sanju Samson, Abhishek Sharma.
Sure.
Other 2 openers.
Tilak Verma.
Then Tilak Verma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik, Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh, and then you go to the territory of the bowlers: Jasprit Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh, Varun Chakrabarti, and one more. I'm just forgetting the name. There has
Kuldeep Yadav. Kuldeep
Yadav
or Washington Sundar or Harshit Rana.
If Akshar is playing, Akshar and Varun, but depending on the conditions, if they get a very dry pitch, if they get a turner, then Arshdeep Singh they will drop and Kuldeep will be brought into playing 11.
Okay. So means combination wise, you are pretty clear that this team won't hunch around as far as the playing 11.
No.
Okay. Bharat, the last question, I also want to know your playing 11 as far as, I'm just putting the conditions, a rest in a rest here, and just want to know that what you think the possible playing combination is. The main question about getting in a Rinku Singh, because now involving a Rinku Singh, I think he will get a game in the playing 11. But if Rinku Singh is there, how will you manage your bowling attack? Will you give a chance to Varun plus, Hardik? There will be no Shivam Dube then, or will there be a Shivam Dube and then the rest of the bowlers? What will be the playing?
Just I forgot that name. Shivam Dube will be there in my playing 11, or the team manager's playing 11. Shivam Dube will be there. That 11th name I was forgetting. That is Shivam Dube.
Okay. Bharat, your playing 11 combination, and do you see Rinku Singh there?
Looking at how the management has gone about their business, I guess they will look at Shivam Dube to start with. Though I do feel that it's not exactly at its best when it comes to spin game. There's a time when it seemed as if, at least in domestic cricket, when I was watching Shivam Dube, it felt as if no spinner was ready to bowl to him, or at least was a little bit scared. But I don't think he's at that level in 2025. But I still feel they will go with Shivam Dube somewhere down the order at number 7 or on those lines. So that means most likely they could still have Washington Sundar somewhere around that position, because they would want somewhere at number 8 to come in and play a few shots. And I think that is how they will go in as far as the lineup is concerned, because obviously with Sanju Samson at the top of the order, one wicket keeper is settled.
Yeah.
So I think that is how the Indian team will put their business. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. I didn't got the Rinku Singh part, Bharat. Yeah. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I will again. I'll log in again.
Okay, so Prakash, same question to you. Your playing combination. Are you very much agreed with what Shomikda has said and what Bharat has said?
Yeah, my playing 11 is also same. But in my playing 11, Rinku Singh is not there. Shivam Dube is there, because he provide you a bowling option. So that's why maybe Shivam Dube. And this also, I just think that team management also thinking about more bowling options will provide you better thing. So in my playing 11, Washington Sundar and Rinku Singh is not there. Shivam Dube, Varun Chakrabarti, Jasprit Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh is your like the lower down the order. And Kuldeep Yadav is also there.
Okay. Bharat,
Prakash,
I was
both
just yeah.
Prakash, both Rinku Singh and Shivam Dube will be there. I'm rolling out the 11 that India would be playing unless there is an injury or serious
Okay.
loss of form. I'm rolling out the 11 that India will be going with their opener against USA. Abhishek
Okay.
Sharma, Sanju Samson, the two openers. Number 3, Tilak
Tilak
Verma.
Verma.
Number 4, Surya Kumar Yadav. Number 5, Akshar Patel. Number 6, Hardik Pandya. Number 7, Shivam Dube. Number 8, Rinku Singh. And then the bowlers, Varun Chakravarti, Varun Chakravarti, Jasprit Bumrah, and Arshdeep Singh. This is the 11.
But then again, the point is that it's very, 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 very means lower down the order as far as Rinku Singh is concerned. Number 8 for Rinku Singh, I think it
7
will
or
be
8,
tricky.
that you
Yeah.
can change.
So then,
7, either 7 or 8, you
yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
change
No,
between Shivam Dube
I'm
and
totally
Rinku
getting
Singh.
it. I'm totally getting it. But then again, the same question rises that Shivam Dube at number 8 means can you use him? It's a 20-over game. Was there any use of Shivam Dube? Are you very sure that he will be the bowler who can give you the 4 overs? That's my part is Shamikda.
That's the team management has been planning, and that's why Shivam has been bowling off late. Because
Sure.
in a game, if you decide to bring on Kuldeep Yadav at the expense of Arshdeep Singh, then he
Yeah.
will have to be the third seaman because
Yeah.
Jasprit
Yeah.
Bumrah and Hardik will be the your two frontline seamers in that case, and the third
Yeah.
seamer is Shivam, and that's why he has been bowling in matches. He has been bowling a lot at the nets. I mean,
Okay.
he has bowled the
So
most at the nets. He has bowled the most.
yeah. So this is the team which is reminding me of Kolkata Knight Riders 2024. Yeah, Kolkata Knight Riders of 2024. Bharat, you agree with this playing 11 or means I just want to know your playing 11. Just give me your playing 11.
Yeah, almost similar. That's all I wanted to say. But I will just
Okay,
add a
same playing
point that,
11.
yeah, there could the but just I will just add a point. There could be small difference in the sense that Washington Sundar could come into the equation at times. That's
Mhm.
I'm not very sure about his finishing skills, but the way the management rates him on certain conditions, they might just
Are
think
you
of Washington
are you
Sundar
happy
instead
with
of.
Shivam Dube, either Shivam Dube or Rinku Singh playing at 8? Or don't
No,
you think that
I'm not happy with Rinku Singh at 7 because I feel it's very much a top 6 batter. If you really want
yeah.
to have Rinku Singh in the batting lineup, then you need to have him in top
So can you
6.
replace Akshar
But
Patel with Rinku Singh?
Akshar Patel will be in my side. But I'm just saying if I have to have Rinku Singh, then I will need to have him in top 6. So, but that is what
And
maybe the
that's
management
where
will
I'm
think.
saying that after number four, if Surya Kumar Yadav, number 5 could be Rinku Singh, and then sixth will be Hardik Pandya, and then seventh you
Yeah,
have
I
Shivam
can
Dube,
get it.
eighth you have
I can get
Akshar
in
Patel.
Rinku Singh. You can get in Rinko Singh at 5 because the management has already told they will be quite flexible with how the team will play. So in
Yeah.
that sense, I think Rinku Singh can come at number 5. But even at KKR, if you notice, Rinku Singh has been coming kind of down the order. He has been kind of
Oh,
wasted sometimes
yeah.
at number 7 or on those lines. But
Yeah.
I don't think it is the right position for him at 7. But I just wanted to add a point that the way this management rates Washington Sundar, don't leave out that option either because there is a chance that Washington Sundar could play a few matches.
Sure, yes. With the new ball, in the power play, and then obviously the batting prowess he showed us in the IPL, and then in that, in that Hobart T20. And yes, the finishing touches, he can add up to that, the finishing ability of Washington Sundar. We have to still see that how well he can finish things up. But yes, no doubt, as far as the bowler, Washington Sundar, specifically in power play, is concerned. Thank you so much, everyone, for your point of view.
Rohit,
Yes.
Rohit, before we end the show, I'm
Yeah.
just going back to a question you asked mid-show
Okay.
about Jitesh Sharma being disappointed. Yes, obviously,
Yeah.
he has a
Yeah.
right to be disappointed. But
Sure.
if you look at the first of all, you can pick only 15 players. So someone had to miss out. Number one.
Yeah.
And if you go back, Rohit Sharma missed out on the 2011 World Cup.
Yeah.
Ambati Rayudu missed out on 2019 World Cup. So what did Rohit Sharma do?
Yeah.
Obviously, at that point in time,
Mm.
he almost sort of, he was like, he almost broke into a tear. He almost broke into a tear. But what he pulled off his socks and
Mm.
ended up in one of the greatest ever in this format. Right.
But
And
Shamika, the contradiction is that Rohit Sharma's age at that point of time was 22 or 23, maybe
no,
21,
no,
22. Jitesh Sharma
I'm
is
coming to that.
32.
I know I'm coming to that, but
Yeah,
this, and also not Jitesh is not in a case in isolation. The other one,
yeah,
Shubman Gill. I know
yeah.
he has now missed out on back-to-back T20 World Cups,
There's four
but
World Cup after he debuted in India international. It's 2021, 2022, 2024,
uh,
2026.
I know, but he is at the end of the day. T20 World Cups come in every 2 years, and
Yeah,
he is only 26 years of age. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
that he is 36. He
No
still
problem.
has
Yeah,
enough time, and Jitesh
sure.
Sharma too has enough time. A time in the sense, if he, a year ago, nobody thought that Ishan Kishan would be playing this World Cup, right?
A month ago,
A
nobody has
month
predicted.
ago, even a month ago, yes, nobody
Yeah,
thought Ishan Kishan would be playing this World Cup. So Indian
yeah,
cricket gives you opportunities. So
yeah,
Jitesh Sharma shouldn't feel disheartened. He should pull up
yeah.
his socks and should go about his business like he was doing before. Someday the opportunity might come. And for Shubman Gill also, it is not the end of the world. Absolutely not. And
Hmm.
uh, another World Cup will come in 2 years' time. And
Hmm.
he should raise his game in T20 cricket to a level that he becomes one of the first names in the team sheet.
Yeah, sure. I remember this. You were also no means I was there in Candy, and he said that I targeted certain runs as far as T20 World Cup 2024 is concerned, and I can totally tell you that it's the failure was from my side because I wasn't able to score that much amount of run. So when it comes to Shubman Gill, he was the first one, to raise the hand and say it's my fault, not the selector's fault or not anyone's fault. It's my fault that I won't able to score that much runs. But I think now is the time that you can prepare, and it, as Shamikda said, that it's not the end of the world for you. There are I'm watching many narratives around that it will be the end of road for Shubman Gill now as far as T20 is concerned. There's nothing like that. As Shamikda rightly said, Ishan Kishan, after what had happened in 2021 World Cup, he had that horrible World Cup. Varun Chakravarti had an horrible World Cup. After that, nobody was predicting that they will play another World Cup. Now here is Varun Chakravarti playing as number one T20 bowler of the world, another T20 World Cup, and the whole spotlight will be on him as far as the number one T20 bowler, number one T20 spinner, because number one T20 bowler, obviously we all know Jasprit Bumrah, and then you have a Ishan Kishan also making the cut at the very right time. If timing is anything as far as cricket is concerned, here's the timing. Ishan Kishan has that timing, and he's again back in the team. So no end of road for Shubman Gill, no end of road for Jitesh Sharma for sure. Yes, Shubman is 26, 27, Jitesh is 32. Obviously, age is at certain amount of time. You will see that who can be the future of the Indian cricket, but it's definitely not the end of road. As Mahendra Singh Dhoni said, and I'm wearing a yellow also. Definitely not at this point of time. So we'll keep you giving all the details as Shamikda. Thank you, Shamikda, for such wonderful insights as far as Shubman Gill is concerned, the press conference thing, the experience, each and everything, and the part where it all comes from, the decisions, the playing 11, the playing fifth, the whole 15 squad. And thank you, Prakash. Thank you, Bharat, for your insights. And we'll give you details about whatever is happening around. There is a under 19 World Cup final going on. Asia Cup is concerned as far as India versus Pakistan there. So I think me and Prakash will join you later when the result will come. Till then, keep watching Red Sports. Thank you so much.